Kat Morris, and I'm talking to you from my studio slash garage, where we are going to pour the paint onto the slate today, one of my favorite parts. And so I've already mixed the paint here. So we've got an emerald green. We're going to be doing more of our Emerald City collection. And I've got copper and gold and just a regular black. These three are metallic. That's not. And these are the colors I've been working with. So this emerald green is something I mixed together. It's mostly green and then add a little bit of turquoise to give it that beautiful emerald color. So anyway, we're going to take some of the slate that we prepared. And remember, you watched me prepare the slate. We took it from the quarry and where we sorted out and literally just got it and then ground it down, and that we shaped it into various sizes and then paired out the different earrings, sanded those down and then primed them, and then my husband, the master driller, has put holes in them. So now I've got them in front of me, and occasionally sometimes I prime the wrong side, so I'm going to flip those over the way they need to be. And now I'm going to take a very small cup and I'm going to layer the paint in the cup. This looks like it needs to be mixed. Just a minute. I'm just going to put layers of paint in the cup, just small little amounts, and layer the paint, and hopefully this will make some beautiful combinations. I'll put a little gold on the side there. Put a little of this copper metallic. Look, it's such a gorgeous color mixed in with other paints. It's just really, I'm not really a copper wearer, but man, it is so pretty and elegant mixed in with other paints. And this is our black, which helps kind of give everything some depth, a little definition. If I just put the right amount in, it may even just form a line sometimes between the colors. Okay, so I've got this cup of paint right here, and that's what I'm going to pour directly onto the slate. So I'm going to start first here with a pendant, because sometimes the first stuff that comes out is kind of blobby. Then I'll pour each of these earrings together so that you see they look more paired, they look more similar. And it's funny how this is coming out in kind of stripes. So I may come back over this one. Now what I'm going to do is pick up each piece and move it. So what I want is some movement in the paint. So I may let this drip off right on top of another piece of slate. And so you see that's already looking a lot more interesting. Letting the paint move. So see that's that. So see now it looks like I've been intentional. I don't know if that's a bubble right there. We'll let that move a little bit. Kind of let that move down, and then, I'll eventually maybe add some Swarovski crystals or something here that will even highlight this even more. And I may just move that to the side a little bit that way. And so that is looking kind of interesting. So we're going to stop right there and put that one here. And then these two earrings that got poured together here, because this one right now looks like it's mostly copper. So I'm going to pull a blob that was on the side here and see if I can just kind of race that across the side of that one and have that look a lot more interesting. And this one has got gold in it where the other one doesn't. I'll come back and do some of that, but I'll run some black through there, kind of let that run down the side. And if I can do this right, I may just, well, I'm not going to try to do it manually. I'm gonna let that kind of run down the side so it carries a similar angle to this one. And now I need to intentionally put some gold on this one to the bottom so that this looks more like a pear. Each one of these is a little composition. It's a little piece of art. But we all, if we're going to wear earrings, we kind of want them to be similar enough. So those are pretty similar now. These are itty bitty. Itty bitty. So this is lacking some gold. I've got all three colors on my finger. Let's see what happens if I just do that. Maybe let it move a little bit. So that actually that's pretty cool for a little bitty earring. That's got a lot going on. So let's lay that there and see if I can get some of the same coolness. Oop. Some of the same coolness happening with this one if I kind of do the same thing with this one that I did on the other one. They have a similar movement on them, okay? So this one, again, I don't see much happening at the top here, so I'm just going to kind of grab some paint that's on there. I'm going to let it move down the piece of slate there, and maybe I'll, yeah, so that's pretty cool. For a little bitty earring, it's pretty cool. And this one's starting out the same way. And so we added that little bit of, you know, gold going this way on the other one. Now see, isn't that cool? I just love the way this works. And of course, this jewelry, like I've told you before, is kind of has a Forrest Gump effect. I mean, you never really know what you're going to get, and that is part of the fun of it. So this one, a lot of black came out in that section for some reason, so I'm going to run this copper down there and see if I can get some movement in the copper and some of the colors that kind of fell off out of the cup on the side. And see, as I move that, look what's happening. Isn't that cool? Look at that. As you can tell, I love this. One of my favorite parts is just kind of the creation that comes from, you know, putting the paints out there, moving them around, and kind of knowing, okay, I should stop now. You know, sometimes I don't stop when I should, and it's like, oh, it was prettier, you know, 10 seconds ago. But that's kind of part of it, and it is part of what I love about it is, you know, the challenge of not knowing exactly what I'm going to get. And the other one has quite a bit more copper on it than this one, and I don't have a lot of copper left on the table here, so I'm just going to add it. You see where my finger is here? It's actually making a really interesting something other right there, and let that little bit of paint come off my finger. And see, that's actually pretty darn cool. So I may just kind of let my finger move this copper farther down so it looks more similar to the other one. I'm just going to pull that little bit under the light. Maybe it's a little easier to see. I'll come back and get here a little paint. I'll sit here and move that. See what's happening on my thumb. That's really cool looking. So, I actually think I need to add a little black here because that was present on the other one. Again, I'm really trying to make these similar enough to where, you know, they look like they're a pair of earrings. I'm actually holding this one upside down to get that black to move in there a little bit so that we've got something that looks like these are at least cousins, right?